Hi. Okay, let's go live. Hmm, Sharing. We're halfway through June. Okay. Join me here. Share. Go live. Okay. Oh, okay. We're streaming. Perfect. Well, happy Friday for anyone who's here, who's seeing this. If you're watching this not on a Friday, that's completely okay too. Happy to be here. Life is great. Um, as always, this is one of our affiliate Q&As. Just going to be talking about some cool new affiliate updates that's been going on. And if anyone hops in, has any questions, would be more than happy to help out. Glenn's here. Hi, Glenn.
Hi there. How you doing?
Good. I saw you pop into my Zoom for the affiliate QA earlier, and I was like, "Ooh, Glenn's early," but I'm glad you can make it for this
Yeah,
time too.
yeah. I just wanted to follow up because I got an affiliate. So I'm sorry. Am I take? Are we the only ones here?
Right now, yeah,
Oh,
but
okay,
you're
okay,
totally good. You could, yeah, we'll do whatever you want.
okay. Okay. I haven't had an invitation like that in a long time. Anyway, I saw that I got an affiliate payment in my
Mhm,
PayPal,
mhm.
but I didn't see any of the stuff we discussed when we met. A few days before, a week, last week, whatever. That was like moved into my PayPal. So I don't know what's happening with all that. Because remember, I had two accounts.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So nothing from the old account was moved, which was $500 or $600, and then 3 or 4 months of payments weren't moved from the new account. The only thing in there is the current month's payment. That's the only thing in my account. Good.
Yes. So, shoot, I intended to send out a follow-up email. I don't know. I probably forgot to click send, but we can't move previous payments ever. We don't do any retroactive forms of payments. So in your case, you had two high-level affiliate accounts on accident, and then we wanted to consolidate all of it. I can push all of the payouts from your old account to PayPal. I moved all of your customers to your new account. So from now on out, you should only get payments from one of them. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, but there was about like $700 that was never that I never received, just sitting in the accounts, and I haven't got.
Hmm.
And the only thing I saw in PayPal, there was one payment of like $118, which is my affiliate Scott's current month payment.
Yeah.
Nothing else is there.
Okay, let me double check. Did perchance did you attach a payment method to your old account?
I did not.
Okay. Can you go ahead and attach a payment method to your old account?
Okay.
And then after that's done, then I can manually push all of that.
All right. So let me log out of the new account and log
Mhm.
into the old account.
Yeah.
That would be this one, I believe.
And I see that
Okay.
it's a total of $200 unpaid.
Um, well, all right. I'm not sure that that's right. Hang on a second. Let me see what's going on here. I can't seem to get into the old account. Did they shut it down?
No, I still see it.
So I have to go. Where do I go to affiliate dot? I'm trying to log into actually my GHL dashboard. That's probably the problem.
Got it. So we're going to log into affiliates.gohighlevel.com/login.
Okay,
Affiliate.
affiliates dot go high level.
It should look something like this.
.com. Um, and I guess member login. Is that okay?
Um,
Am
does
I?
it
I'm
look like
not.
this, Glenn?
I'm sorry. Let me go back to
You're
Zoom.
good.
Where is Zoom? Well, I have a this affiliate.gohighlevel.com login. That's where I
Mhm.
am, right? But my problem is I don't, I don't remember my old logins that I don't use anymore. Let me just hang on a minute. See if I can find this. Okay, so this looks like maybe it's it. Just trying to, I'm using a password manager to just find what I need here. In okay, so this is probably it then. Let me log in with this. Copy. Let's try this now. Paste. So, okay, let's see if this gets me in. No, this logged me in. What's going on here? This logged me into Go High Level, not the affiliates dashboard. Why did it do that?
Um,
Can you do the chat? Stick the link to me. I don't know why it keeps.
yeah. Let me drop it in the chat.
Yeah.
Affiliate.
Actually,
Go.
yeah, that'll work. Let's do that. That's where I was, and I logged in, and it took me into GHL. But let's try it again. All right, so let me pull this up. Okay, and okay, what's going on here? Invalid email or password. It's not letting me in. Why? What am I doing?
Are you using, which email are you using? Are you using info@onecustomerplus.com?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Can you click forgot password and then just reset it?
Okay, let's try that. Well, before I do that, let me just
Hmm.
go back to my password manager and just see. I have a couple of entries here. Okay, so that's the same. All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and reset it. Let's try that. Go check my email. Didn't get a response yet. Okay, here it is. Reset password instructions. Change my password. Okay, change password. Okay, looks like I'm in.
Perfect.
All right, so yeah, this unpaid here is 199.
Hmm.
But there was $511 unless that's in the new account. But
Yes, it looks like that one is in your new account.
okay,
I was able
okay,
to move your tier two ones over. So all of the people that the person you referred to high level, um, they've referred like 4 people to high level. So you've
I
been
think
getting 5% on all of those individuals.
right.
So when I moved that customer over to your new account, all of the tier two commission. So all of the commission you've been getting for that the 5% level commission, they all
Right.
moved over as well.
Okay. So these are how do I see I mean I'll add the payout in here, but how do I see is it under subaffiliate? How do I see like what this 199 is made up of?
I can show you on my test account so that since this is the affiliate Q&A, I don't want you to be sharing your screen. Um,
Right.
but let me pull up the test account and I can show you where you could find that information. Uh,
Well, is it? It would just tell me on the details or rewards or sub affiliates at the top, or
yeah, so up at the top, you wanted to see how much
what is that?
what it's comprised of, right? The
Right, right,
199.
right.
You would just go to referrals.
Okay,
Oh wait, no, sorry. You would go to rewards. And
okay.
in rewards, you would be able to see how much money you got
There it is.
from
Yep.
which customer and when.
Okay, okay. So this is all right. So let me. I understand now what I'm looking at. All right. So let me go to payout method. Select PayPal. Add my email there. That's
Mhm.
PayPal. Okay, so that looks good. It says status says ready. So
Yeah. So now that you have that in there, you can send an email. Um, So whenever you have a pending payout, it's usually because there was a hold for the payment or something like that. So as long as you have the payment attached, which you do now because you attached your PayPal, all you
right.
have to do is send an email to the support team, like submit a support ticket, and then we can go ahead and push the payment out.
Okay. So I should just go in and do that now.
Mhm. Or if it's all connected, I could just do it on my end. I'll make a note and then do it right after this call.
Yeah, that's fine. That'll be fine.
Perfect.
Do that. Okay. And then if I log out of this account, because this one is really the old one, so to
Mm-hmm,
speak, right?
mm-hmm,
Um, I should be able to log into the new one.
mm-hmm.
Let's do that one. Now, of course, I got to make sure I'm getting the right passwords. Let's just try this. All right. So let's try that. Let's see if I can get in there. So this that's really odd. This took me into what looks like the old one again,
Hmm.
because the unpaid earnings are the same. It's 199. Let me
Mm,
let me make sure I update my profile. That's not what I
yeah.
want.
I would just try doing it in an incognito tab or clearing your cache. It might just be thinking that you're still logged into the old account because
Oh,
you're for your new account, you have more than that.
right,
Yay.
right. Let me look incognito. Let's do that. One second here. Got too many windows open.
You're good.
That's crazy. Okay, so let's go here. Copy. This is a new one. Is Glenn. Let's see if I can get there. So everybody left you hanging today, huh?
Um, yeah, looks like it. But
Oh,
the positive side is that people usually watch the replays.
Right.
So, I was just going to talk about the July affiliate contest after this. And we have a really cool feature coming out, actually. So, I'd love to run those by you and see what you think since we're the only ones here for now.
Sure. Let me yeah, I'm in an incognito window. Let's see if this gets me where I want to go. Yeah, this looks like it got me closer to what I want to be. Yep. Okay.
Awesome.
Yep. All right. So I see there's unpaid earnings in the but that'll what'll happen? What how do those unpaid earnings get released?
Um, So unpaid earnings are released in two ways. One of them, they're released on the 15th of the month or the weekday that's closest to the 15th of the month. The other way is that they're pushed by someone on the high level team. So it looks like for you, there wasn't a PayPal email set before
Right.
before July. So our entire system has just been holding on to the money, waiting for it. And
Right.
unfortunately, even after you put the payment in, it doesn't know to go back and look at all of the previous payments.
Right.
So we
Right.
just have to manually do it. But I
Okay.
can manually push it for you right after this too.
That'd be great. Okay. So then I'll assume this stuff is kind of handled then at least.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, and then once we push those payments through, then I know you wanted me to delete your old account, and I can go ahead and do that after we push the payments.
Yeah, I mean we don't really have any use for that, so yep,
Yeah.
might as well get rid of that.
Yeah,
Okay, well
just so
good.
you
I'm
don't get
glad.
two emails from us whenever we send out email blasts.
Yeah, absolutely. That all works. Okay, good. So yeah, so I'll stick around for a minute. What's going on with the new stuff with coming up? I guess contest you said.
Yeah, so right now we have a July affiliate contest. You book 3 demos to talk about high level, and we send you a gift card. That's it. Uh,
Okay.
Super simple. The demos could be really with anyone that you think would benefit from high level. It could be someone who could be a potential affiliate. It could be someone who could be a potential high level user, but all we need would be their emails and then a screenshot of you doing it. And it's not their emails so that we could send them anything. It's just your email so that we could be able to track it and see how that does. But yeah, we have a cool swag store coming out soon. And so I just wanted to get gift cards into everyone's hands before the swag store even opens.
There you go. Okay.
How does that sound?
That sounds fair. I've been focusing more on getting customers, to my account as opposed to,
Mm-hmm.
selling instances of high level. But I have to, I guess I have to think a little differently and see if there's some opportunity to, sell more high level in the situations that doesn't fit the model of me bringing them onto my account.
Yeah, it's definitely instead of B2C, you're thinking more B2B, like who else can benefit from using high level.
Right.
Usually that won't take your customers too. So like if you know someone in another niche or just like a friend or something, that's the sweet spot
Yeah.
you can hit.
Yep.
Um, the other big thing that I really wanted to talk about was the new split commissions feature that Sean announced. Did you happen to see that announcement?
Did not.
No? Okay, so how it currently is that right now you bring someone to high level, awesome. It's super fantastic. But then when they upgrade, you get all of the commissions under them as well, right? But it makes it harder for newer affiliates to kind of get a lot of incentive in order to convince people to upgrade to SaaS. So what we did is we're now having a split feature option. So if you can convince someone to upgrade to High Levels Pro SaaS plan, then you will get the difference, like the commission on the difference in the plan.
Okay.
So if your friend Kelsey is using high level at 297, but I'm signed up under Robin, for example, and I'm like, I really don't know about SaaS, and Robin's not pushing me to go SaaS. If you're like Kelsey, you have to get the SaaS plan, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Glenn, you're so right. Then you're gonna start getting 40% commission on the extra $200 that I'm paying.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
How does how do we report that or how is that tracked?
Yeah, so that's a new feature that we're releasing in about 2 weeks. So it's going to be on July 26th. And essentially, when I want to go through with that, I would submit a form and I would say, hey, here's Glenn's link. Glenn is the one who convinced me to move up to the Pro SaaS plan. Please get him credit for that. And then the high level team will take care of the rest. So it's super easy on your side. Just wanted to give y'all another way to really um, get some well-earned commissions. To be honest, like if people aren't upgrading to SaaS from all the things that we're pushing, I would love to give you the opportunity to try and see what you can do because I truly believe that SaaS is what a lot of agency owners are looking for, but just don't know it yet. Are you on the SaaS plan?
No, I actually am not yet. No, um, although I'm pretty close, I think, to moving. My issue is my customers that I'm selling to
Mm-hmm.
are B2B customers that also sell. Their customers are B2B also.
Mm-hmm.
So like Twilio rebilling doesn't matter to me. The plans, the current structure of having basically three plans doesn't really work in my environment. I don't sell like a lot of your customers do, where maybe they run ads, right? And they drive people to a landing page and then, click here to buy our platform, our software. I'm selling to large franchises. So my sales are one to one on Zoom, and my customers are buying, my product. I can't. The tools that are currently in SaaS don't really work for what I need. They're not able to manage my sales process. But I know that that's changing. And the one thing that's probably going to drive me to upgrade is the fact that I will at some point need the agency API, which I don't have on the agency plan. Only on Pro, you get the agency API because I have some integrations that I'm going to have to work through. So that's probably what's going to drive me to make the upgrade to SaaS. But the current functionality in terms of Mailgun rebilling and Twilio rebilling, and
You don't use Mailgun or Twilio at all?
I do, but they're included. In my case, my customer actually gives me a credit card, and they have their own Twilio account. I don't mark up the messages. It's just a pass through. I make my
Um,
money on the monthly payment.
I know people that have been able to upcharge Twilio and already pay for their entire pro account off of just one client.
Yeah, the problem is, like, for example, I had a meeting with a client last week that's 55 locations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they have their own IT department and they have their own Twilio
Uh-huh.
account.
Uh-huh.
So they're going to give me their Twilio account API
Yeah.
and put in this. So I just my customers are just not structured like someone who sells to a roofer or a plumber. That's like a one-to-one relationship,
Yeah.
right? My customers are larger, like almost enterprise, not quite enterprise level, but larger locations that have their own IT staff. So
Mm-hmm.
they already have Twilio accounts. They have SMTP servers in house. So it's a little different marketplace for me.
That
So
makes sense.
yeah.
What's great though is that in 10 days, a lot of people, I wouldn't say that a lot of people don't understand Twilio rebilling, but I feel like the benefits of it can often be missed just because there's so many other things that you have to focus on as an agency owner. So you
Mm-hmm.
could still capitalize off of Twilio rebilling as a concept
Mm-hmm.
by having other people move up to the SaaS plan and telling them like, hey, I can't use it for my business structure, but you definitely can for yours.
Well, I have some unique things. I'll share one more with you. Again, it won't be applicable to probably most of the people you talk to. So my customers are they're not mobile, right? They work in a building in an office,
Mm-hmm.
and currently GHL only has one phone field in the database, right? That,
Mm-hmm.
like, if you hit the auto dial, there's only one number it'll dial, whatever's been put into that field for phone.
Yeah.
Well, my phone numbers aren't cell phone numbers. Texting doesn't matter to me.
That makes sense.
their business numbers. They're working in a building. So, again, a roofer's customers are you and me, and we walk around with our cell phones.
Mhm.
My customers are inside of like, so if I sell to like a customer I sell to, his customer is like a trucking company
Hmm.
or whatever, people, a Starbucks. So people aren't on cell phones when they're in their office.
Yeah.
The boss goes, use your cell phone here, go home. It's all they have a PBX, they have hard coded phone numbers, they have extensions. Texting in my world is very little usage actually. These are B2B customers. These are,
Mhm.
again, if you worked for a you know I don't know, Tasty Bread Company or Entenmann's Bake Company, and you're inside of an office,
Yeah.
you're not on your cell phone. So if I send you texts, it isn't going to help. I'm going to call you on the office phone if I have, you know what I mean? If we want to do something with you communication wise. So and actually they don't even want to give us their cell phone. They don't even want to give us the cell phone numbers because that's like for their private stuff.
That makes sense.
It's a different world. It's a different world than businesses that sell B2C. The consumers use cell phones, right? Businesses that sell to businesses communicate through the business.
That makes sense. I feel like most businesses, well, the most popular case that I've seen for high level has always been B2C. So
Right.
it's always very interesting stepping back and seeing all the different types of scenarios that y'all are in and finding success in. Because I know that for high level, we're always trying to do the best that we can for like whatever we hear be the loudest problem. And then we
Right.
always go tackle everything else. And I know that in terms of phone numbers, I know that's one that I've been hearing about in terms of the next wave of questions that people have in terms of having just one number up.
Right. So if I'm onboarding a customer and the customer has 100 employees, right? And 20 of those employees are going to need access to GHL, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, if I send them a spreadsheet and I say, listen, for me to onboard your customers, I need you to give me their name, their first name, last name, email address, and their phone and their extension. The phone they give me is their office phone,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then we try to get the cell numbers, but a lot of people go, I don't want to, I don't. When I could leave work at 5 o'clock, I don't want to get a notification of anything. I'm done, right? So it's a different world, it's a different environment, and it's a challenge
Mm.
because there are things. It's a whole nother topic. I know it's not for necessarily this group, but I have a set of challenges that are different than a lot of other people have. And I'm talking to Sean about it, and we're trying to work through that. The good news for me is when I sell a customer and it's 20 or 30 locations, it's a nice monthly recurring revenue check. But the functionality piece of it, the communications piece of it is very different than it is to a consumer, um, who's doing stuff on the fly. Even getting them to adopt the mobile app is a challenge because when I leave
Interesting.
work at 5 o'clock, I don't care. I'm an employee. I work at a desk all day. If I'm off my desk, I don't want to be bothered.
Huh.
The only
Interesting.
ones who would are like manager level and higher level people that they want to, if there's an emergency comes up, they want to be notified. But the people who might be in there doing daily type stuff, it's like when it's 5 o'clock, I'm done. So
That makes a lot of sense. I feel
yeah.
like I mean that makes a lot of sense. The more that you're explaining it, the more I'm like, yeah, you know what, high level is optimized for for reaching out to customers. Um,
Yeah, so that's
but
the challenges. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that being said, I have talked to a few people that have done similar in not industries as you. Like I really don't know, but like that have a similar structure as you. And I wish that I knew more about what y'all do.
Hmm.
But past that, um, I'm just excited to be involved. I'm like, oh, that's still cool. I'm still glad that you ended up coming into the affiliate world. And now we're like, oh, let's actually completely change the way that we're thinking again. Now we have
Oh
like
yeah.
three different types of stuff we got going on.
Oh, I look. I've been here like 18 months. It took me a long time to deploy because of really functionality things that
Mhm.
weren't in place before that made it really difficult. So my agency was originally structured on like everybody else's, where I had like, travel agent client and a jewelry store client and a, you know, different B2C type businesses that I was serving. But, I've really completely revamped my business and niched down and gone after a vertical. And I've been in that vertical. I've been selling software since 1985,
Mhm.
and I've been down that road. And my customers were more. They're not enterprise level, but they were distribution level. They're like dealerships. They're like a car,
Mhm.
but not automotive. But it's like a dealership, right? So the people that are working are in a building. They're sitting at a desk and they're working in front of a computer, and that's what goes on. So it's been a difficult transition because software has some things that necessarily aren't a perfect fit for that environment. Even the interrelational piece of it, like, right, if I'm selling to a business, I'm not selling to one person. Like, I may
Yeah.
be talking to the owner but he's got me copying the district manager and the regional manager and the sales vice president. And how do you push an email to five people?
Mhm.
You can't do that.
Yeah. It's always
This
so interesting because not only that, you also have to think about what level do they even understand what you're trying to sell them at. And
Right.
I realized that a lot before I was the affiliate manager for High Level. I actually worked on our services team. So
Okay.
if you've ever worked with Marketplace, I was over there. And it was always so interesting because it's a completely different pitch if you end up getting the owner versus if you end up getting their sales manager. And it's like,
Yes.
the sales manager has like they just want to see it happen faster, but the owner doesn't even know what the managers do on the daily basis. They
Exactly.
just
Exactly.
know I want it to be more efficient. So
Exactly.
it's yeah.
When you're selling to a small local business like a plumber
Hmm.
you're dealing with the guy who's the decision maker and writes the
Yeah.
check. But when I'm selling in my world, I'm dealing with a team of people, right?
Got
And
it.
they
Yeah.
have to all go back to the owner and go, yeah, this would work for us. And I'm demoing four different people, right? And then,
Hmm.
yeah, this would work for us. And then the owner approves, give them a PO, and we'll do that. So making the transition from what I was doing to what I'm doing now is, like I'm restarting everything from scratch again. And I'm getting off
Yeah.
the old tools using GHL. But, again, that's the reason why. Yeah. So, I mean, I think we'll get there. I'm invested in it. I'm comfortable. I just wish it was faster, but it is what it is, and
Yeah. So
I,
can
I'm
I
a,
ask, how'd you get your one customer right now?
well, this,
Because
that
they
guy
brought
was
in a few people.
yeah, he's a friend of mine,
Okay.
who does what I do to like restaurants and P2C type businesses. So I showed when I signed up and I was using it. I showed him. I said, "Hey, you should look at this thing." And he looked at it and eventually he bought it. And then he showed it to another friend, and that guy bought it, who's actually has a lot of customers. And so that's why I'm getting the secondary commissions more than the primaries. And he sold to four or five people. So yeah, I mean, from
Yeah.
that perspective, yeah, I mean, that was how we kind of did it. But um, I'm not like in the business of I'm not really in the business of selling Go High Level. I'm in the business of selling me and
Got it.
what I'm doing.
That
Along the
makes sense.
way, we'll sell some, I'm sure.
Yeah, of
But
course.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna jump,
Yeah, no,
and
you're good.
it's great to see you. Always a pleasure. I love your personality. You're always happy, and that's a good thing on a Friday. And I appreciate you taking care of that stuff for me. So I'll just hope that you push that over, and it's not a ton of money, but it's certainly I could buy myself treat myself to something with the commission with the affiliate money.
Oh yeah,
So,
of course. Of
so that'll be
course.
fine. Okay, I'm gonna go and wish you a great weekend then, Kelsey. Okay,
Okay.
all
Thank
right, we'll see
you.
you. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Glenn.
Sure.
Oh, that was nice. Okay. Well, for anyone still watching or for anyone who's watching the replay, I don't think anyone else is gonna hop in here, so I think I'm gonna actually call it early today. But one really cool thing that I got out of that conversation is just seeing how um for Glenn, obviously the high level affiliate program isn't exactly what he's making the most of his money on. He even said himself that he's just going to be able to buy something nice for himself. And I think that's the great thing about the high level affiliate program. We talked about it last week, but even if you only brought on one high level affiliate customer at the lowest high level plan, which is $97 a month, over the course of a year, you'll have $465.60. And once you bring someone onto the platform and they stay with high level, there's nothing really else that you got to do. People end up sticking with high level, especially if they stay past those 2 months. So that's just going to be a recurring, super passive income. Really cool to be able to just chat with people that's been able to get one or two people on, and they just know that it's been some really cool revenue that they see. So if you have any questions on how you can get your first 1 to 10, 20 people onto your high level affiliate account, go ahead. Feel free to email me, Kelsey at gohighlevel.com, or you could join me for our next affiliate Q&A. That's all that I have for y'all. Happy Friday. Bye.